Hey guys, Omerko here, self-taught web developer. I am here with new video for 10 series that I have on my channel. This video will be about 10 JavaScript frameworks for one-page applications. One notice here, this is not top 10 list, this is just 10 frameworks that I would like to divide and talk a bit about those, and you can expect in the future more videos on this topic. I will first start with main three JavaScript frameworks that we use in web development. First one of those would be Angular. More about Angular you can even learn on my channel, as I tend to use it often. First version of Angular came in 2009 and it was called AngularJS. Most recent version updated framework fully to the point that it doesn't look like same framework as that first version had. Team behind it is Google itself, and they rewrote the whole framework to Angular 2 version, and each 6 months to 1 year Angular gets major update, and currently we have Angular 10 version. Angular is probably one of biggest JavaScript frameworks, and it is for a reason. It supports components, routing, modules, services, data binding, and much more. On top of that, its workflow is clear and it has its own modules integrated like HTTP or RxJS. React is a JavaScript framework developed by Facebook. Well, Jordan Walk, a software engineer that works at Facebook. First version of React came in 2011-2012. Facebook continued upgrading whole framework, and today it is probably most used framework on the market. Today we can also use React Native to create and develop Android, iOS and desktop applications. React also has integrated internal algorithm for rendering graphics, which was developed by Facebook, and it's called React Fiber. Features that React has are great. It supports virtual DOM, data bindings, extensions, debugging features and much more. React itself is also not hard to learn, as with basic knowledge of HTML, CSS and JavaScript, you can already jump into learning it. Vue is an open source JavaScript framework for single page applications. It was developed by one person, even you. And now it's maintained by him, but also by his team members from companies such as Netlify and NetGuru. Vue came in 2014 and today it is very competitive. It is at the very top next to Angular and React. It supports similar features as those two, like data binding, components, animations, directive and much more. Vue also had a major release of Vue 3 and it was just a few months ago. This new version supports Composition API, which is API for component. It also updated the DOM, changed features like native portals to teleport feature with updates and much more. Backbone is more of a JavaScript library, which is quite lightweight and is used to create and model Vue presentations to users. It was released in 2010, but now its popularity steadily goes down day by day. It supports different yet similar features, and those would be models, views, collections, and it also has API integration. It is able to route and pass events, but also to fully render views. It was developed by Jeremy Ashkenas initially, and it didn't get any major or stable release for soon to be 2 years now. This is probably the reason for its downfall in recent months. Ember, an open source project which uses component service pattern. It has a whole team of people behind it, and it is having stable releases from time to time, which is good for it, as it didn't so downfall as Backbone did. It has good features like modeling, routing, templates and components. Those features gave Ember.js to create scalable applications, even flexible startups. It was initially created for bigger web applications, that's why it is still used, as many ambitious applications tend to use it. Ember will still be active, and if you tend to use it or plan to use it, you will meet its powerful add-ons. You will meet his CLI, which is very friendly and easy to use. You will feel stability of framework, and you will definitely feel that the future is bright for Ember. Material.js, not so known framework, but it is modern client-side JavaScript framework. It is very small and it packs as very small, much smaller than other frameworks. Its performance is glorious and its team thinks so too. Its recent popularity spread to companies like Vimeo and Nike, which are using it right now. It is really small and it gives opportunity to vanilla JavaScript. Those would be main reasons why it is small in packing. Features that it supports would be animations, components, testing, and it also supports lifecycle methods or hooks. It is live with its version number 2 and it plans to add up on it in the future. Knockout, one of older frameworks developed in 2010, well, released in 2010, and it didn't have a newer version for over a year now, which I think it will maybe have some pattern as a Backbone.js framework. Still a good framework to use as it is pure JavaScript and it can work with other frameworks. It is small and lightweight, so it is very minified. There are no dependencies needed and it has really well documentation, which is good. It supports templating, binding to DOM elements. It also supports dependency tracking, which is feature to chain a relationship between model data, transform it and combine it. It also supports automatic UI refresh. So once your model data is changed, your UI will refresh on its own. Aurelia is open source JavaScript framework. Well, it is bundle of JavaScript modules, so you could have those in one place and it extends functionality even for those. It is easy to learn and it is able to be written in JavaScript or a TypeScript. From it you can expect high performance, bindings, routing, simple testing and even CLI, plugins and Chrome debugger, which are all the features and tools developed to help and extend Aurelia framework. One major thing that I would like to mention is Aurelia website. It is well documented and it's easy to go through. With their documentation you will be able to use JavaScript modules extensively as Aurelia will help you with it. Polymer is an open source framework developed once again by Google like Angular. But this time it is also developed by contributors on GitHub. It was initially released in 2015 and it is used to this day. The latest version of Polymer would be number 3, which changed components and the way they are written. Now it also avoiding HTML imports. It uses classes now instead of templates and many more smarter features and clearer to learn and use. It can work great with forms, it supports pre-built components and it is able to bundle components to small packages. Bundling could be done through Polymer CLI as it also has its own CLI. And the last for this video is really interesting, well, at least its name is. It is called Batman. Batman is a JavaScript framework, but it was developed to work great with Ruby on Rails. Using these two together will grant you opportunity to create really vast and ambitious applications. It is a Shopify project which today grew to a framework which is used, not highly, but there is possibility of his growth if Shopify builds with it more, as currently even the examples on its official website are not kind of working. Regarding its documentation and features, it is very clear and it supports models, controllers, views, bindings, filters, objects, and much more. This will be all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you informed yourself a bit more. You can expect more videos in 10 series soon, but for now, thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, please click like and subscribe as I'm posting new content weekly. Thank you and see you in the next video.